London University, London University. Are you from the London University tour group? Welcome to Indonesia. May I know who the tour leader of this group is? Oh, hi, Miss Connie. It's nice to meet you. My name is Marcell, and I will be your tour guide for the day. Have all the members gathered? Excellent. May I have your tour voucher, your luggage tags, how many participants did you have, that you bring, and also how many luggages did you bring? Excellent. Please put your luggage here. Thank you. 1, 2, 3, 8, 12. Maaf Pak, tolong bagasi-bagasi tamu ini dipasang luggage tag-nya masing-masing. Terima kasih. Ladies and gentlemen, in a short moment, we'll be picked up by our tour bus. In the meantime, if you want to go to the restroom, there's one on the right. Since we're not allowed to smoke in the bus, if you want to smoke, there's a smoking area in the left near the garden. And if you want to exchange your money, the money changer counter is in the left. Is there any questions so far? Excellent. Please gather here again in 15 minutes. Halo Pak, saya guide dari Budi Agung Travel. Rombongan kami sudah siap. Mohon untuk dijemput di terminal kedatangan Terminal 3 Ultimate. Dan mohon AC-nya dan sound systemnya sudah disiapkan dan beroperasi dengan baik. Terima kasih. Pak, tolong bagasi-bagasi penumpang ini dimasukkan ke dalam kompartemen bus dan jumlah seluruhnya ada 12 bagasi. Terima kasih. Alright then, ladies and gentlemen, our tour bus has arrived. All of your luggages has been stored in the bus compartment. Please follow me to the bus. Please make sure nothing is left behind and please watch your step. Thank you. 1, 2, 3, 12. Pak, sudah lengkap. Kita bisa berangkat sekarang. Tujuannya ke Kota Tua ya, Pak. Rutenya lewat tol Sudiatmo, kemudian tolnya masuk ke dalam kota, keluar dari Semanggi lewat Sudirman, Tamrin, Harmoni, dan Glodok, dan masuk ke Kota Tua. Terima kasih. Alright then, ladies and gentlemen, selamat pagi dan selamat datang di Indonesia. That's our Indonesia's language for good morning and welcome to Indonesia. And now I would like to introduce myself. My name is Marcel and I will be a tour guide for the day. I am the representative of Budi Agung Tour and Travels, and I would also like to introduce you to our very experienced driver, Mr. Eka, and his assistant, Mr. Maulana. But first, how's your flight? Don't worry, your tiredness will pay off with our tour program for the next 3 days in this beautiful city. Ladies and gentlemen, as per safety regulations, this bus is equipped with 2 fire extinguishers, located in one near the front exit door and one near the back exit door. This bus also has equipped with 6 window breaker hammers, located on the front, middle, and rear windshields. We also have a first aid kit located in front near the driver. In case of an emergency, please follow my instruction on the driver's instructions accordingly. Well then, ladies and gentlemen, let me first tell you about our tour itinerary for today. From the airport, we'll visit Fatahillah Square and Old Batavia. We will have lunch in Batavia Cafe near the site, and then after that, we'll check into Indonesia Kempinski Hotel. Your dinner will be served in the hotel's restaurant. Tomorrow on the second day, we will visit beautiful Indonesia in Miniature Park, and then have lunch in the Seribu Rasa restaurant, and then have a free shopping program in the Sarina department store. And then in the late evening, we will go back to the hotel for dinner and rest. On the last day, I will pick you up at 8 a.m. and then transfer you straight to Soekarno-Hatta International Airport for your flight to Denpasar, Bali. Is there any questions so far about our tour itinerary? Please feel free to ask me if you have any questions. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to inform you about Soekarno-Hatta International Airport. The name of this airport was taken from the Indonesian founding fathers, Mr. E.R. Soekarno and Dr. Muhammad Hatta, the first president and the first vice president. And this airport is actually located in the Banten province, not Jakarta. Jakarta is about 25 kilometers away from this airport. Alright then, ladies and gentlemen, Soekarno-Hatta International Airport was also first inaugurated in 1985. The Terminal 3 Ultimate has became fully operational in August 2016. To complete with the other 2 terminals as a modern airport. This airport is also equipped with high-tech facilities and is supported with modern transportation such as an airport train from Jakarta and Kalayang in between terminals. And this airport is also designed by the same architect who designed Charles de Gaulle Airport in Paris, namely Paul Andrew. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now in Prof. Sudiatmo Toll. It's about 25 kilometers long, connecting Jakarta and Soekarno-Hatta International Airport. And as you can see on your left side, there are a lot of mangrove forests that is planted to prevent tidal floods from the Java Sea. My distinguished guests, we are still heading to Jakarta now, and I would like to give you some information about Indonesia in general. Our country was formerly named Nusantara, which means a group of islands or archipelago. The Republic of Indonesia's independence was on August 17, 1945. Indonesia has about 37 provinces and a total area of 7.81 million kilometers square, which is as wide as the distance going from Great Britain to Turkey. Indonesia also consists of 17,500 islands, making us the biggest archipelago country in the world. There are 5 main islands in Indonesia: Sumatra, Java, Borneo, Sulawesi, and Papua Islands. Indonesia has a population of 273 million people, ranking us fourth in the world, with more than 1,340 different ethnic groups and more than 700 different local languages. Our current capital city is in Jakarta, but in 2024, the capital city will be moved to Eastern Borneo province, namely Nusantara. There are 6 official religions according to Indonesian constitution, namely Muslim, Christianity, Catholicism, Buddhism, Hinduism, Confucianism, and with Muslim being the majority. Although we're very diverse, we're one country, one nation, and one language. Indonesia, stated in our country's motto, Bhinneka Tunggal Ika, which means unity, diversity. Indonesia is a republic democratic country with a president as the head of the state. Currently, the president is Mr. Joko Widodo, or well known as Jokowi, with the vice president of Indonesia being Mr. Maruf Amin. Ladies and gentlemen, Indonesia has 3 world time zones. First is the Western Indonesian time, which is GMT plus 7, Central Indonesian time, which is GMT plus 8, and Eastern Indonesian time, which is GMT plus 9. Jakarta is located in the Western Indonesian time, which is 7 hours ahead of London, so please adjust your watch accordingly. Now it's 10:20 Jakarta time. Thank you. Alright then. Indonesia only has 2 types of seasons in 1 year. Dry season, which generally occurs from April to October, and rainy season, which occurs from October to April. Indonesia has a fairly high average humidity in between 70% to 95%, so I suggest you to always bring an umbrella or raincoat during this tour, as well as a sunscreen lotion and sunglasses. Well then, ladies and gentlemen, now I'd like to explain about the currency and financial transactions in Indonesia. The currency of Indonesia is the Indonesian rupiah. For information, the current exchange rate of rupiah to 1 Great Britain pound sterling is about 18,500 rupiah. In Indonesia, we use 3 types of rupiah money. First is the rupiah banknotes, which consists of 100,000, 75,000, 50,000, 20,000, 10,000, 5,000, 2,000, and the smallest being 1,000 rupiah. Second is the rupiah coins, which consists of 1,000, 500, 200, 150, and the smallest being 25 rupiah. It has also become very common to make payments using electronic money. For example, Flash, e-money, or based on applications such as OVO, Dana, GoPay, ShopeePay, and etc. All major credit cards, however, are also accepted as payments. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now entering Jakarta City. Geographically, Jakarta is located in the northwestern part of Java Island that occupies the area of 664.01 km square. This firstly known as Sunda Kelapa. This city was a small but important port for the Pakuan Kingdom. On June 22nd, 1527, Fatahillah, a Muslim warrior from Cirebon, defeated the Portuguese army and changed the name Sunda Kelapa to Jayakarta, the city of victory. In 1969, and 19, in 19, in 1619, the VOC attacked Banten Kingdom and destroyed Jakarta city. And in 1621, the city name was officially changed to Batavia and remained in use for 300 years until 1942, when the Japanese came to power in Indonesia and changed the name Batavia to Jakarta Tokubetsushi. After Indonesia's independence in 1945, the name Jakarta continues to still be used until now without using its Japanese name. This multi-ethnic city has 5 municipalities, which is North, South, West, East, and Central Jakarta, and one district, which is the Thousand Islands district. Now, Jakarta's population is about 10.56 million people. Jakarta is also a miniature of Indonesia. Alright then, ladies and gentlemen, please see on your right side. There is the building of the House of Representatives of the Republic of Indonesia. This building was first built in 1965 and was finished in 1968. My guests, now we're entering and passing by Sudirman Street, one of the most important and protocol street. Sudirman Street is the center of economy, financial, trading, and business activities in Jakarta. The street was named after an Indonesian national hero, General Sudirman, who was the first commander of the armed forces of Republic of Indonesia. History records that Sudirman led a guerrilla war against the Dutch, even though he was sick and only breathed with one lung. Ladies and gentlemen, please take a look at your right side. There's a roundabout with a monument in the center of the fountain pool. We call this roundabout the Bundaran Indonesia, and the monument as well known as Patung Selamat Datang or the Welcome Statue. This monument has 2 pillars with a pair of male and female statues on the top holding flowers waving their hands as a welcome symbol. This monument was first constructed in 1961 and inaugurated by the President Sukarno in 1962 as the preparation for the 4th Asian Games in 1962, where Indonesia was appointed as the host. Ladies and gentlemen, as you can see along this road, there is a special lane on the far right of this road. There's a lot of modern blue buses passing by. These buses are known as Transjakarta, or commonly said as busway. Transjakarta currently has 14 corridor routes and integrated with other transportation modes such as the commuter line train, MRT, LRT, and small city transport. In Jakarta, you can also see several traditional transportation modes such as bajai, a small three-wheeler transportation, delman or horse chariot, becak or motorcycle taxi, or known as ojek. Nowadays, in order to save time and avoid traffic jam, people use online ojek or online motor taxi such as Grab, Gojek, and Maxim. You see on your left side there are lots of motorcycle drivers with green jackets. Yes, we call them ojol or ojek online, which means motor. In order to use their services, you must first install their application in your mobile phone first. This application can also be used to order and deliver food and packages around the city. Dear guests, we are now entering Medan Merdeka Square. This area is the center of government offices, including our presidential palace, vice president palace, the office of Jakarta's governor, several ministry offices, our national museum, national library, and the U.S. embassy. In the center of the square, you can see a national monument built in 1961. This monument symbolized the struggle of Indonesian independence. The national monument stands 132 meters high, and at its peak, there's a 14.5 tons statue symbolizing the flame of Indonesian independence. This flame, is also coated with 50 kilograms worth of layers of gold. Alright then, ladies and gentlemen, we are arriving at Fathahillah Square in Old Batavia City. We will have a short tour after that we will have a lunch in Batavia Cafe. Please follow me and embark on the bus. bus and bring your personal belongings. And please mind your head and watch your step. Alright then, ladies and gentlemen, we are now in Fatahila Square. Before lunch, you will have about 30 minutes of free time to explore the square. But first, before that, let me explain about several old buildings in the square. Firstly, this building is the former Batavia City Hall or Stadhuis Batavia. This building was built in 1707 and was first inaugurated in 1710. This building has changed functions many times as the city hall, court building, and prison, the Japanese military HQ, and the West Java's governor's office since 1974. It has uh, it has functioned as the Jakarta Historical Museum. Alright, with knowing that information, please follow me into the museum. Alright then, ladies and gentlemen, we have arrived in Sultan Agung's room. In this room, we can see a very large painting that was painted by S. Sudjojono in 1970 with the title The Attack of Marathon Kingdom. S. Sudjojono was the father of modern art in Indonesia. The painting illustrates a war that happened in 1928 and 1929 between the Marathon Kingdom and the VOC's army, uh, which was commanded by General Jan Peter Zoonkoen. Speaking of General Jan Peter Zoonkoen, we are now in a room dedicated to him, the Jan Peter Zoonkoen room. In this room, we can see a painting of Governor General of VOC, Jan Pieter Zoonkoen, or J.P. Koen. He was the founder of Batavia after he successfully destroyed the city of Jayakarta in 1619. He changed the name of Jayakarta to Batavia. The word Batavia was derived from the Netherlands ancestor called of Bataverata. On your right side, there's a diorama which illustrates the war between Jakarta soldier and the VOC in early 17th century. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are now currently in Jakarta room. In this room, we can see replicas of the sword of justice in the corner of the room. These swords were used to execute prisoners who were found guilty and sentenced to death. Most of the prisoners were Indonesians and a few Chinese who committed crimes or political crimes. Alright then, ladies and gentlemen, we are now currently in the dungeon area. There are 5 rooms and for men with with the same side. This is where the prisoners spent their trials for weeks or months. There are metal balls and cannonballs inside, which were chained into their ankles. One cell can fit about 30 people. Alright then, ladies and gentlemen, did anyone have a few questions about the tour at Jakarta Historical Museum? If not, then we will have a brief moment of free time and rest for about 30 minutes. Please gather in front of the Batavia Cafe for lunch, and I will wait for you in front of the restaurant. Please enjoy your time. Alright then, ladies and gentlemen, how was Fatahila Square? Was it fun? I'm glad that you all enjoyed your time in Fatahila Square. Make sure that you've brought all of your personal belongings with you and nothing is left behind. 1, 2, 3, 12. Baik Pak, semua peserta sudah lengkap, kita bisa berangkat menuju Hotel Indonesia Kempinski. Well then, ladies and gentlemen, we are now going to the hotel. From here, the hotel will take about 15 to 20 minutes, depends on the traffic. So please enjoy your trip. Dear guests, while we're going to the hotel, I want to teach you some Indonesian words that are commonly used as in daily conversations. Do you want to learn some bahasa? Excellent. Now please repeat after me. If you want to say thank you in bahasa, please say terima kasih. Excellent. Now if you want to say how are you in bahasa, please say apa kabar. Alright then, if you want to say goodbye in bahasa, please say sampai jumpa. Excellent. Please give yourself a big applause. Ladies and gentlemen, in a short moment, we'll arrive at the Hotel Indonesia Kempinski. Let me tell you some information about this hotel. Hotel Indonesia Kempinski is the first international standards hotel in Indonesia. Inaugurated by Indonesia's first president, Sukarno, on 5th of August 1962, this hotel was built to accommodate the participants of the 4th Asian Games in 1962. In 1993, this hotel was designated as cultural heritage by the Jakarta province government. In 2004, this hotel completed its renovation and emerged under the management of Kempinski Hotel SA Group. Hotel Indonesia Kempinski has about 289 rooms, including 11 suites, 6 restaurants, including European, Japanese, Indonesian food restaurant, and a sky pool bar cafe. And also has 13 meeting rooms and 2 big ballrooms for various occasions. This hotel also provides a pool, fitness center, and a luxury spa for you to enjoy. And for shopping, this hotel is connected to one of the biggest modern and branded shopping malls in Jakarta, namely Grand Indonesia. Also, minutes walking to Plaza walking to Plaza Indonesia. But if you want to go for cheaper but high quality products, you can also walk up to Tamrin City, which is about 50 meters at the back of this hotel. If you want to try some local street vendor foods, Jalan Sabang is located only about 200 meters to the north of this hotel. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have arrived in Hotel Indonesia Kempinski. Please follow me to the lobby. Make sure you take all of your personal belongings with you and do not leave anything in the bus. Your suitcases will be taken care of by the hotel staff and delivered to your room. Please get off the bus and watch your step. Thank you. Distinguished guests, please wait in the lobby and enjoy your welcome drink courtesy of this hotel. While I and Miss Connie will go to the receptionist to collect your room key. Selamat sore, nama saya adalah Marcell and ini adalah Miss Connie, tour leader dari London University Group. Kami ingin melakukan check-in sesuai pesanan yang sudah dilakukan Budi Agung Tour and Travel. Baik, ini tour voucher and room listnya. Ini juga password tour leader. Oke. Terima kasih Pak. Well, Miss Connie, your rooms have already been confirmed as per reservation. It's 6 twin deluxe rooms, including dinner for tonight and 2 breakfast for 2 days. Let me write down the room number in your rooming list. Oke, ini. Here's your room keys and your coupons for dinners and breakfast. Well, ladies and gentlemen, for your room arrangement, it has been taken care of and completed. Your tour leader will distribute the room keys, but first, I would like to explain to you about your room key. Your room key is a magnetic card key. There are 4 digits and 4-digit numbers and the card. For example, this is the 1037 for the first 2 digits indicates the floor number. For the last 2 digits indicates your room number. So 1037 means that your room is located on the 10th floor and your room is number 37. Is that clear? Excellent. Dinner and breakfast will be served at the signature restaurant on the 1st floor. Dinner will be served in between 7 to 9:30 p.m. And for breakfast tomorrow, it will be served at 6:30 to 9:30 a.m. Just show your room card key to the restaurant staff when you walk in. For tomorrow, I will pick you up at the hotel lobby at 8 a.m. and we will go visit beautiful Indonesia miniature park, have lunch in Seribu Rasa restaurant, and have a free program shopping in Sarina department store. After that, back to the hotel we go then for dinner and rest. So please enjoy the rest of your evening. Sleep well, and if you need for some help or information, you can contact me to your tour leader or ask for help in the hotel receptionist. Is there any question? Well, if not, I would like to say thank you for your participation and cooperation for today. I'll see you again tomorrow. Good night and goodbye.